The Mecca, Madison Square Garden. Game 3 about to begin. And the starting lineups first for the visiting Miami Heat. Tim Hardaway, Dan Marley in the backcourt. P.J. Brown, Alonzo Mourning, and Jamal Mashburn. And the same starting five for the Heat and similar for the New York Knicks. No lineup changes in this series. Charlie Ward and Allen Houston at guard. Kurt Thomas, Patrick Ewing, and Larry Johnson up front. Pat Riley coaching the Miami Heat, of course, and Jeff Van Gundy.
A little bit upset about the fact that he didn't take him off the dribble and go hard to the rim.
Ewing, however, hits his first shot of the game, and that should be a big boost. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Hardaway with a good pass into P.J. Brown, and the basket counts and a foul. Ties the score.
See, they're doing a very good job in finding the free people once the Knicks trap the pick and roll. They have an advantage.
Tap back out by Brown inside, and Alonzo Mourning. Good passing by the Miami Heat.
Is caught doubling back on the post and then lost his man.
Jamal Mashburn hits the basket, and Pat Riley would like nothing more. The Nines are breaking through with 9 points in the first half. Didn't even play the fourth quarter in game number 2. And Allen Houston, after missing a...
Hey, see, you got to take him now. Just don't settle for a jump shot. There you go.
And he doesn't, and Mourning beats him to the basket, and the Knicks will play. They want to...
Strong move by Alonzo. That's there anytime from the wing or from the foul line.
Well, back in the 80s, Kevin Bacon was at almost every home game.
And there is Allen Houston driving strong to the basket and draws the foul. He was not to be denied, and Houston brings the Knicks to within 5, and Alonzo Mourning picking up his first personal foul.
See, I'm happy for Allen because in game 2 he had 6 turnovers. Anytime that he tried to make a move to the basket, he would invariably either travel or they would. In the first 5 minutes, the big surprise, Miami 8-1 on the boards.
And Mashburn driving the baseline.
And get it up and look for the advantage.
50% shooting and 9 rebounds to 1 for the Heat. Hardaway hitting the medium range jumper, and it's 15-7, and the Miami Heat the 3-point shot. Here is Ewing with the turnaround. Patrick Ewing with his second.
It's deceiving. He's a very powerful young man.
Ward hitting a 2. Charlie Ward getting the basket, and the Knicks and Heat matching cat and mouse with the Mourning. 10 on the shot clock, determined to go up with it, and scores. And I'll tell you, the crowd is murmured when he's taking shots. I don't think they minded winning.
Because when you get the basketball, everything stops. So Patrick read that today, and he just came out and says, you know what? I'm going to shoot every time.
Corner to Mashburn. And here come the Knicks, who are down by 1, looking to take their second lead of the game, and Sprewell, who is wide open, gives it to them. The Knicks, here is Marley, who has missed 2 twos so far. Mourning will fire over Dudley and hit. Alonzo Mourning now with 7 points. He is the game's hot. Dudley defensively. Here's Porter. That doesn't fall. Tip up by P.J. Brown. P.J. Brown with the tip in, and Brown. Guard goes low down to Dudley. Dudley's going to put one up. And there's that hook shot that I told you about.
Oh, yeah. You see, right now you're out. That relieves the pressure off for the guards and gives them a chance for a blow.
Shot clock and game clock practically similar. Jamal Mashburn holding off the defense. Gets the basket, and Mashburn now spot up.
They continue to miss the cut. Here's a travel.
Houston hits the shot just inside the line. Allen Houston with 9 points. Keith Askins, the best perimeter defender, does it inside for the Heat, and driving in for the basket that time is Terry Porter.
In this series, perimeter people, anytime he's going to the hole, you better get to him.
And Camby finds Larry Johnson underneath, and he'll get the basket and the foul as Porter against Porter. Larry Johnson driving the baseline. Camby with the offensive rebound, and it goes for him. Marcus Camby with his first points. Childs working against Hardaway. Chris Childs, and a goaltending is called. Chris Childs gets the basket, and good physical contact inside. And there is Camby getting the loose ball. He's got Sprewell, and the Knicks take the lead. And that's the quickness that the Knicks haven't shown in several years. Here is Mourning getting it out to Weatherspoon. Here is Porter, and he hits. Good ball movement by the Heat.
They're not going to give you that flop.
The Portland Trailblazers.
See that arm? There's that arm. Now, you see, you can't flop. And, you know, guys realize that if you tried to put Sprewell down out in the corridor with that easy a bump, he would tear your head off.
Sure would. For Miami because of the foul trouble, so they've come through. Great
beautiful
steal by Terry Porter, and Porter gives the Heat a 3-point lead.
Going well.
Here's Mourning looking at Dudley, and he fires and hits from long range. Alonzo Mourning, who has been effective with his perimeter clock for the Heat. Here's Mourning. He's been effective from outside and remains so. So Alonzo Mourning now with 13 points, 8 coming here in the second quarter.
Same play, and Mourning opened up for the open shot.
8 on the shot clock for the Knicks. Camby gets through on the pick and roll right down the middle, and Sprewell found him. And I'll tell you that Camby, Sprewell, and Ewing who has the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Ewing ties it up for New York at 37.
Do you hear the murmur? I'm telling you.
That won their championships back in 71 and 73 when Red Holtzman was the coach. Sprewell gets 3 more, and the crowd erupts. Knicks. Final shot the Knicks are about to attempt in this first half. Houston driving. 1.4 on the clock. Allen Houston with 11 points, and that'll do it. And the Knicks will leave the court to cheers as they take a 45-37 lead. Isn't there? You can help the team in other ways as the Heat turns over their first possession. Ward open for the 3 and hits. Good way for the Knicks to start, and they're on a 15-0 run going back to the first half and lead. But no one in any real foul trouble here. Here is Ewing with a baseline turnaround. Patrick Ewing now with 11 points, 1 and 5. Weatherspoon posting up against Kurt Thomas and hitting the shot. Clarence Weatherspoon, who's playing with a winning team for this run. Oh, you got Brown and Weatherspoon and Mashburn up front. The Knicks with 2.5 minutes gone by. Kurt Thomas on a good feed from Allen Houston with an outstanding defensive play. Charlie Ward gets it out to Larry Johnson for 3.
Oh, they're on fire now. That's why we said at the top of the show, they really play well.
And on the shot clock, Larry Johnson and the Knicks playing with the verve of a team.
Oh, boy.
Everything working for them. No pressure on the Knicks, and Ewing hits it. He's got 30
more money in Miami.
That does count.
And he's won 3 straight division championships. So, you know, I think he's surviving all right.
Oh, no, he's surviving. You're right, Hubie.
I was struggling at the time, and now look what they're at. And you just got to give the guy a lot of credit.
It's just not his night or the Heat's night as Allen blocker every time you go inside. Mashburn, turnaround over Johnson hits.
Long time coming.
Yes, Jamal Mashburn may not be around next year. A great feed from Hardaway.
That, you know, the team leader is out there, and he's really hustling and trying to make it happen for you.
Alonzo Mourning.
We'd like to show you the Knicks in action here tonight. This is just a strong move by Allen Houston. Jumper in your face. Now, on that break in the second quarter, Sprewell pulls up, hits that 18-footer. Now, right here, Patrick, no hesitation, and he's been that way all night. Now, Charlie Ward struggling, 1 for 5 in the first half. Boom, early in this third quarter, knocks in a 3. And then Kurt Thomas on the baseline working hard. Knicks shooting 49. You see, most guys will go down inside to the post, and they'll try to go down in power. Well, during that, so you get off the schneid.
Brings an end to those streaks.
Correct.
Correct. Mourning with 17 after hitting that shot, and Latrell Sprewell coming back. Sprewell with 14 points.
I've seen some incredible rallies in weird situations. Okay? So we never give up on a game.
Sprewell hits the jumper, and it's unlikely, but the one thing we had said about this series,
and especially when you're having tough times, when you have a lot of injuries and things of that nature, that people, so if I come down and talk to you before the game, they appreciate what you do here.
Larry Johnson hits his second 3. He'll see Patrick Ewing with the sore Achilles the rest of this game. With a steal.
There it goes.
Lead, and Marcus Camby with a steal. Tell you one thing, it was a different team when they had Oakley and Starks, different style, but I'll tell you, the crowd loves.
Win by 1 or 30. The main thing is it puts the pressure on the Heat to come back and even the series. All right, they won one in our house. We've still got a chance to win one in their house. And right now we're having work.
Now David Jones comes over, and they're still going at each other.
Yeah, right. This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Nick finally went over to move Childs away.
Yeah.
And that was Dudley. It's got to be frustrating for the Heat, and none more than Tim Hardaway can't do the things he's done. And now Mourning going over to Mike Mathis, and you got to watch. Don't put your hands on the official.
Yeah.
And right now,
they just had enough of whatever.
They got to watch
caused Timmy to take the next step.
You don't want to be suspended for a future game.
That's right. See, and he usually doesn't. He usually doesn't explode. You know, he might have some words with people. Just keep an eye on this right here. Now, we're looking for it here. Now, Hardaway is coming through here. Childs is going to try to front him. We told you, he's an excellent defender. He's not going to let you post up. Now, you can see, what he did was, you know, by throwing his rear into him and then also clearing him out, they're called the offensive foul.
Terry Porter now the point guard, feeding Mashburn, who hits the three. And that is the first three-point basket tonight.
I'd say this Knicks second unit has just been outstanding. In the second quarter, and then since they've come in the game, they're showing us all of their wares.
Knicks. Here is Sprewell firing over Mashburn, and Latrell Sprewell with 20 points tonight. He is the Knicks of the game with 15. And the Knicks with a great performance by their reserves. Rashawn Leonard hitting a three. Thomas missing and getting his own rebound in the corner. And Kurt Thomas with a drive, and Marcus Camby cleans up. So Camby now with 11 points.
See, that really enhances the defense.
5 for 6 from the field for Camby as Leonard works his way in. Winning game 5 in Miami. They have a chance to win it in 4 games as Brunson drives in for the layup. And that would be 2 years
in the game. Set a style and a tempo for that night. And it changes from game to game.
Rashawn Leonard, who has lit it up since coming in.
And that was a happening. That was a big upset.
Here is Brunson driving in and getting the lay-in. 93 side, and Leonard hitting the three over Childs. So
to any coach who has ever worked here in New York, and also to all of the players, he's associated with the Carnegie Deli for years and years and years, one of the owners, and then also with the Stage Deli. He's
just a thrashing by the New York Knicks over the Miami Heat, beating them to take a 2-1 lead. And game 4 Friday here at the Garden, with a chance for the Knicks to knock off the team with the best record in the Eastern Conference.